Alright guys, so today I'll be showing you guys how to tie a plug. We'll be fishing for spring Chinook. So this one's fresh out of the pack. First things first is you want to pinch the barbs. And then the next step is you have some of this mesh. I like to use the color red. I don't think the color matters that much. And you want to cut a nice, good square. It's about like 3.5 inches long. I want to have it nice and straight. And I have some of this chicken of the sea tuna. Make sure it's in oil. And what I like to do is I get some scissors and I like to cut up a little bit so it doesn't be as chunky. You'll see later why I'm telling you guys this. So you don't want it chunky like that right here. You want it like more fine. Grind it down. And then what I do is just get a decent amount, put it down in the middle, and I start to make a form, more of a rectangle. Try to make a form. And why you don't want the chunks is because when you're gonna fold this up, you want everything nice and straight. You don't want nothing poking out on the edges. And then what I like to do is top to bottom or bottom to top, doesn't matter. See, if you have chunks, it can be poking out, but you want this straight right here. And what I like to do is grab a pair of scissors, make it straight as you can. This side over. And then this side over. And then once you have this square with your tuna inside it, pick it up carefully. And then what I do is I get scissors, cut it down the middle, as close to the middle as you can. Try to make a straight cut. I don't cut it all the way, I leave maybe 1/4 of an inch. Make sure you cut all that mesh over there. And what I do is I get the plug, slide it down the middle right here. Make sure it's even on both sides. That's pretty good. Then I get some stretchy thread. What I like to do is I start from right below the hook. And what I do is, first time, I go lightly over the tuna. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the second wrap, oh, it slipped. 4. And on the second wrap, I go nice and tight, pretty tight. You do not want this untying. And then you go over the first thread that you did, so it's nice and clean, as you can see. And what I do after I get this bottom part done, I flip the hook over, and I do the same thing with the top. I go 1, 2, and the second time tight. You do not want that unwrapping. And then once you come to this point, turn the plug around. You find the loose, stretchy thread from the first wrap. Can't find it. It's right there. And what I like to do is I like to tie it 3-4 times. First time tight. The second time slide it down. Third time for the tightness, and fourth time for safety. And then what I do is just I cut it off right by this knot. I don't know if you guys can see. Right there. These scissors aren't too sharp. And then once you tie the plug with your bait, make sure everything's nice and even. Nice and straight and even. Because if there's more weight on this side, then the plug's gonna be going sideways. You don't want the plug to go sideways. You want so it goes straight, plays evenly. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So yeah, that's how you tie a plug for springers, for summers, for falls.